The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Jones.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones to Barkley on the check down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They'll run with Barkley. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Looking to throw. Jones.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Throwing on first down. Jones.
Right back to Tony. He's got another one.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Back to throw again.
The throw for Tony is intercepted.
Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. Well, this defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
They'll run with Gibson.
Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mariota rolling to his right, looking deep for Adams, thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jones. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down.
That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay.
And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Jones out to the flat. That's caught. Touchdown! Robert Tonyan, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A handoff for Gibson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. A first down throw for Mariota. They'll roll him out right. Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's a give to Gibson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw now. Mariota flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to have it here just past the 25. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
They go play action here on first down. He will find his man Chase complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Mariota now steps away. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. One. Back six. And watch that. And watch the ball. One. Check hot route. Hot. He's crashing. He's checking.
Working out of the gun. Mariota steps away to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Hey, check. One. Let's go, Tackle. Let's go. We got this. Mike six. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Hey, watch this. Shoot.
Throwing, Mariota. Rolling to his left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Jones now on 1st and 10. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now a play fake here on 1st down. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off play action. Jones. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And the Giants are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
Just a gain of a yard there. And now it'll be third down. Now Mariota. Buying time to his left. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Giants 21, Washington 0.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Three. Check 37. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
On third down, Mariota. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Azeez Ojulari coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here. Now Jones. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And this is caught at the 8. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Three quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Mariota on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he's got some space here. Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a first down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Mariota eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mariota. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They go play action. Mariota. He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. Flushed out right. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. He's at the 50. 30, past the 20, 10, and this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, Park.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Barkley, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Gano for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Gibson again. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Washington on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, Mariota. Flush to his right. Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Check 31, check 31.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Once more, Gibson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. To throw, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Mariota to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
Jump, shit, switch.
To throw is Mariota. Dancing to his left. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Well, Parker, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Meanwhile, Jones' throw caught by Tony. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. it looks like he'll throw here.
And this will be swung out for Lindsey.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Throwing Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Back to throw again.
Open man right side is Tony. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21.
They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Giants, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they'll drop to 0-2, and they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.